Swaziland Meat Industries is a company that is uniquely Swazi. We've been operating in Swaziland, or the factory has, for the last 50 years. It's been called Swaziland Meat Industries for 30 of those 50 years. The current ownership took over in 1999 after a management buyout, and many of the managers who are involved in that buyout are still involved with the company. We are basically a beef company, and that's what we have grown from, buying cattle from the cattle industry here in Swaziland and exporting to Europe. Nowadays we're a lot more than that. We have sausages and other processed products which take up the largest tonnage that we do, but still the beef is what we are known for, and the beef is what defines us. Swaziland Meat Industries is better known as Embiveni in Swaziland, and the message that we operate by is making mealtime special. Now that sounds like the meal is the most important thing, which of course it is for the consumer, but for us we know it's a much wider and larger story. And so as a company we work with the farmers and the communities where they farm, helping the farmers through technical assistance, through financial assistance to make the best of their industry and give us the best possible cattle, and also working with the communities through the Embiveni Foundation, assisting schools and assisting orphans in those communities. And so that is the start of the chain, which comes through the factory, where we have the quality system, which is a British Retail Consortium, BRC standard, and to our customers, which is customers here in Swaziland, in Mozambique, in Norway and in Mayotte. Once we have the cattle, of course, then we get into the industry here in Matsapa, and there it's all about the quality system, the skill of our workforce. If you're talking about sausages, it's about the recipes and the ingredients, and that gives us the quality of the product we are selling to you. With our customers, for us, it's all about loyalty. If you're a customer dealing with Embiveni, we want to give you the brands, the products and the service to make your business more successful. And then of course, if you're our consumer, then we are thinking about the brands and what those brands deliver, and we get back to making mealtime special. When it comes to the beef exports, that's something that's had a very interesting impact on both this company and Swaziland as a whole. The European Union, where we export to, and also we now export to Norway, have very high standards for meat that they import. So they're very high hygienic standards, they're very high food safety standards, and of course, because of that, we operate to that same high standard. And so for the company, we've got into a situation where we're having to do that for our customers in Europe, but by definition, we then do that also for our customers here and in Mozambique. And it means that we're able to supply better products of better shelf life than our competitors, and our core markets, the supermarkets and the wholesalers in Swaziland, find that very valuable. For the cattle industry in Swaziland and for the rest of the food industry in Swaziland, it also has an impact, because the European veterinary authorities, the European food safety authorities, don't only look at SMI, but they look at the whole industry. So it means that although we sit here in a developing country, our meat industry and our cattle industry are having to work to the rules of the first world. So it's bringing us a lot further than we would have been if we did not have those exports. The interesting thing working or having a factory in a small country like Swaziland is it's so much more demanding than being in a larger economy. And the way we've dealt with that is we've had to add value to our business through our relationships with our customers and our suppliers. If you take our farmers as an example, Swaziland has a large cattle farming industry, a large tradition of growing cattle, but the farmers are operating on a very small scale. And for us, if we want to get enough cattle to run our business, we need to work very closely with those farmers, show them how they can improve their business and how they can increase their incomes. And through showing that kind of loyalty and commitment to them, they return it to us. And that kind of attitude we've also translated to our customers. And with our customers, we find that in Swaziland, of course, they're not operating to the same kind of scale as in other countries with larger economies. And so we have to offer them a larger package and a more valuable package in other ways, whether it's through customer service, whether it's through giving them products which are unique to them, or whether it's through the way we brand our products and the way we advertise those brands. We have a number of brands that we're very proud of, and we concentrate a lot on making sure they live up to their properties that we've advertised and live up to the expectations of the consumers. We have the Embiveni Meats brands with its flagship, if you like, Embiveni beef. We also have Embiveni pork, which is produced by our own company here in Swaziland. And we have a number of other Embiveni lamb and Embiveni turkey with meat products that we don't produce ourselves, but we do trade. We also, excitingly, have Embiveni Meats, which is the most recent brand to our stable. It's the brand that we give to all of our sausage and our processed meat products. And I think at the moment, as a company, it's also the largest brand we sell, and Chakalaka Braaivors is certainly the most popular product we sell here in Swaziland. The future is an interesting question to talk about, because of course we wonder a lot about the future in our business, but certainly we feel very optimistic about the future. Here in Swaziland, although sometimes we would like the economy to grow faster, it grows all of the time, and with each year it becomes better and better developed. And the more sophisticated our customers are, the more they're looking for the meat quality and the quality products that we produce. And so here in Swaziland, we're planning for that future. We have development plans for expanding the sausage factory for Embiveni Meats, and we're always looking for the potential to expand across the borders also. Within Europe, or maybe I should say globally with exports, it's always difficult to know where we might be going. The fact that we can satisfy the European standards, the fact that we have the BRC, British Retail Consortium quality mark, mean that our meat would be popular and accepted in a lot of markets. But with international trade, it's about sometimes preferential entry. Sometimes you need political agreements in order to take advantage of it. It's now 6 years ago that we started our exports to Norway, and we're always looking for new markets that we can develop in a similar way.